Peace, 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 peace. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. You know, it's a lot going on. So we're going to clear up some things, okay? Uh, the two perspectives. Two perspectives, right? First of all, I want to say I hope all is well. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of division going on. And the purpose of us researching is to make sure that we have clarity so that we won't go for the okey doke anymore. No more okey doke. That's why we study. That's why we research. So the same thing doesn't happen twice. Under my watch, it will not happen twice. Okay? Let's have a clear understanding. We're not going to let power and greed win. Okay? We're going to keep it solid and we're going to keep it American. Okay? Like I said, first of all, I hope all is well. I know it's a lot going on. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this lecture on serpent versus dragon, clear definitions and primary source basis. Okay? Primary sources of everything. Okay? So let's go. Now, you guys know my cosmic memory is a lot. So what I do is I read from my PDF to make sure that I cover everything. Okay? And like I said, peace, Islam, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. See, we got to remember that when these invaders came over here, the Moors and the Israelites, we fought together. We fought together to bang on these stuff a lot, to bang on these colonizers. So remember, guys, we were colonized mentally. We were colonized through paperwork. We were colonized through rewriting and the destroying of our ancient information. And a lot of it was so deep that it was oral. We kept it in-house because we didn't want these nut asses to know. Pause. We didn't want them to know. So a lot of it was oral, handed down generation to generation, right? And also some of the writings that we had, they destroyed them. They got rid of all of them, man. You know why? So they could control us. That's all. Greed and power. The wrong way, like a negative power. Because we know that the waters above our higher self consist of vision, action, and power. But what happened is when the greed got involved. Okay? From the top, guys, from the top. All right. Now, part one. History. Real, defensible, unwhitewashed, but grounded. Number one. Paramount Tayak, Eastern Woodlands. Tayak, also spelled T-A-Y-A-C. So we said Tayaka, right? Another way of spelling it is T-A-Y-A-C-A-H. Tayaka, right? Or T-A-Y-A-C Hugh, U-A-L, Tayaka, right? This is not a personal name originally. It is a title meaning Algonquin, Piscataway in context, right? The Tayak presided over multiple villages and sub chiefs, functioned as diplomat, war and peace authority, trade overseer, spiritual, political balance keeper in the eastern woodlands, especially amongst the Piscataway, Nanticoke, Powhatan, aligned nations, Lenape, adjacent diplomatic spheres. The Tayaka was federal, not tribal only. Think confederated leadership, not a single king. Geographic reality, the Chesapeake Bay, or the Bay of Chesapeake, B-E-Y. Potomac River Basin, Susquehanna trade corridors, Eastern Woodland, river civilizations, pre-colonial. These were river-based nations, not nomadic bands. Important truth, no myth. Eastern Woodlands societies had formal diplomacy, treaty protocols, and international councils long before Europeans arrived. Europeans borrowed council formats, wampum, treaty systems, and alliance structures. Number two, spiritual and symbolic authority of Tayaka or Tayak. The Tayak was not just political, they embodied ancestral law, cosmological balance, seasonal and agricultural cycles, and trade ethics. This matters because it parallels but does not equal Andean concepts like Amaru. Shouts to my son. Amaru. Shouts to my son. My baby boy, 3 years old. Amaru. Love you, son. This is for you. This is for you and the generations to come. We need to know that we need to love instead of hate, just like the prophet told us. Okay? That's what happened. We got into greed, and this is what destroyed everything, right? But we're putting a halt to that right now. Okay? A model. This is where people mess up and over claim we won't. Number three, a model Peru. What's real versus what's claimed. A model. Amaru, same way I spell my son's name, or Amarum, Amarum, or Amaro, Amaro. Now, when you go online, they've changed the spelling, right? Ever since I've been digging on it, they changed the spelling. So now it's Aramu. They changed the R and the M, but it's Amaru. Moru. Moru is moros or more. Okay. In Quechua and Aymara, spelled Aymara. Okay. Traditions. Amaru equals serpent, plumed serpent, cosmic force, symbol of earth plus sky connection, wisdom, renewal, underground water, and knowledge. Amaru, also called Amaru Moru. Do the knowledge, guys. Do the knowledge, family. Okay. A legendary priest figure associated with Lake Titicaca region, Andean. Yeah, Lake Titicaca region, Andean initiation myths. The gateway of the gods, Hayu Marka. Hayu Marka, gateway of the gods. What is documented? The serpent is a central Pan-Andean symbol, priestly, initiated, did exist, sacred stone portals, and carved sites are real. Oral traditions preserved these figures. What is not academically proven doesn't matter. Direct historical travel between Peru and the Eastern Woodlands. That Amado Muru was a single, datable, historical individual. Hear that? That Amado Muru was a single, datable, historical individual, that he was Moorish in the medieval sense. Important framing correction. This protects you. Instead of saying they were the same people, we say they expressed parallel cosmologies and symbolic authority structures across indigenous civilizations of the Americas. That is bulletproof. You hear me? That's bulletproof. Number 4, the real connection, right? This is substantial. The connection is structural and symbolic, not ethnic fantasy. Eastern Woodlands Tayak and the Andes Amaru. Eastern Woodlands Paramount Leadership. Andes Amaru Priest initiates. Eastern woodland, river and land law. Andes Amaru, earth, sky, water law. Eastern woodlands, serpent motifs in mound art. In Andes Amaru, serpent cosmology. And Eastern woodland, trade networks. In Andes Amaru, vertical archaeological trade. Eastern woodlands, oral law. Andes Amaru, oral law. This shows indigenous American sophistication continent wide. That's the truth. And it's powerful. Pause. Now we're going to get a little deeper. Okay. And I want to say shouts to anybody that came through, anybody that's listening. I want to say Islam to you, and I appreciate you. You're greatly appreciated. But we're going to get this thing right, man. We're going to stop pointing fingers. We're going to stop acting ignorant, and we're going to start going back to our original essence of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. This is our problem. We have let people come in that uh, purposely want to cause division because they know us together, intertwined the way we've always been. They know that we are unstoppable. They know that once we do this, we are unstoppable. Stop with the division. Stop with the confusion. We have got to understand the whole white and black thing. This was created to cause division, guys. Okay? A lot of things were created to cause division. Serpent, dragon. Serpent is that pioneer cosmology. Dragons on the wall, really dragons. That means that we see clearly. That's all that means. But these individuals that want power, that want greed, I'm talking about power in a negative way. Greed. I'm right. I want to be right. I'm always right. Our way better than your way. Your way better than my way. Guess what? They the same thing, man. Just tweaked just a little teeny bit. But they all are coming from the waters above, our higher self. Right? Pushing that serpent energy from your root chakra through your spinal cord, through your sacrum chakra, through your solar plexus, going through your spinal cord, to your heart chakra, to your throat chakra, connecting to your pineal. That is your serpent energy, your serpent wisdom. Okay? And we all are striving to get to the waters above, which is your higher self, your kundalini. Dragons on the wall, dragons in a spiritual sense has always been beautiful. Understand this. Oh, why do you think Asians, why do you think they got dragons all over the place? You think they use dragons because it's evil? No. No. They use dragons because, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Serpent meaning that your third eye is open and activated. Dragon is, like I said, we see clearly now. We're not colonized anymore, which that is their biggest fear. Their biggest fear is that we're not colonized anymore. And once you have this understanding, you're not colonized anymore. Okay? This is their biggest fear, guys. And I love my people, man. We have been through the ringer. You hear me? They took the paramount people, just like the movie, right? Due to knowledge. I'm getting ready to do a segment on all of these paramount movies where they're talking about us. They keep throwing it in our face and mocking us. And I can read right through it. I'm a Tayak. I know it. 100% Tayak. Right? I am a Piscataway, Paramount, Tayak, Moorish American, Eastern Woodland. That's what I am. That's what I am. So if you do the knowledge, you will understand that in our school systems, we went to school to learn prophecy. We went to school to learn intuition. And then when I started doing it now, oh, I forgot. Also, Nanjamoy on my dad's side. Yes, Nanjamoy, La Plata. Yeah, my grandmother had so much land down there, man. But this ain't about me. So let's clear up. I just want you guys to understand where I'm coming from as coming from a bloodline of Tayaks. Okay? Respectfully, humbly, I'm just here doing my job because I have to. Because our people, we need it so bad, man. Please, thumb up the video, y'all. It's time for us to get our work in their so-called algorithm. Because I know they shadow ban my videos. Yes, I know. Uh, One time I was looking at the analytics of my videos, and two of my videos were climbing and climbing, and now I got like 11 new subscribers. But then when I looked at the result on YouTube, I only saw one subscriber. Man, they don't want our information to get out there, guys. So no matter how you feel, whatever, that's one of the biggest problems we got, emotions. And we hate on each other so bad, man. It's a sickness, man. How much we hate each other for nothing. I've never been like that, man. So please, man, it's not gonna hurt you. It don't cost no money. But let's think about the babies. Let's think about the generations to come. Instead of thinking about your personal, emotional whatevers, right? Let's think about the seeds. Let's think about the grandbabies. Let's think about the great grandbabies. We got to leave them this documentation, guys. Right? So let's thumb up the video. Let's share out the information. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to support the channel, Cash App, $ PTM 720. Like I said, I got over 1,000 videos. I just started saying this, right? Because what I do, I don't do it for subscribers and subbers, and I don't do it for that. I do it to uplift fallen humanity. I do it to inform our people. This is why I work. This is why we work. And I love y'all, man. Period. That's it. I don't care if it's not being reciprocated. I really don't care because Allah, Father of the universe, the Great Spirit, Big Mama, however you want to look at it, man. Everything I do is being recorded. So I really don't care about what people think. Respectfully, humbly, I don't care what you think because the proof is in the pudding. Pause. I don't just talk the talk. I also walk the walk every day. Everybody knows it. I want to give a special shout out to my big brother, Sean McMillan Eel. This is my brother. Been knowing him for, man, beautiful brother, man. Been knowing him for, man, over 4 decades. And this brother will stamp me. Seriously, he stamped me one day, man. My eyes got watered. Seriously. And I'm a soldier, man. I'm actually, talk to Sean. He'll let you know. Tap into Sean McMillan Eel, another solid brother. Okay? Solid. And he always tells the truth. He ain't into all of that emotions and don't want to say. See, we don't like to tell each other good things about each other. We don't like to do. I do, right? I was blessed with something else, right? I don't dislike people because of silly things. I'm mad because you got on a new pair of tennis shoes, or I'm mad because you got you driving the latest car. Bro, I don't care. That is this this archon, Yahweh or whatever his name is. Stuff a lot. He's supposed to be like the materialistic God that makes us worship material things, right? Well, they got rid of his ass because he wouldn't pay attention. He wasn't doing his job the way he was supposed to in the spirit world. Yeah, how the both, right? I still got to do some more knowledge on him, but this is what I got from him. It's an archon that blocks us. Archons stuff a lot. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not. It's 5:11 Eastern time, and I'm up schooling. Because I was up taking care of some family stuff. But see, I'm not a big internet person, right? I get on to teach. I get on to share information with the family, but I'm not an internet junkie. I'm not an internet junkie, man. I don't. For me, I do 50-50. So I might do 12 hours on and I'll do 12 hours off, right? To be around nature, to be around family, to cultivate my sons, right? I got 3 boys, right? To cultivate them, to cultivate my wife, to cultivate the elders, my parents, the matriarch and the patriarchs. Shouts to my mom and my dad. Love y'all. Dr. Parris McGee Bay Sr. and my mom, Valerie McGee Bay. It's a bunch of us, man, and gratitude that everybody's safe. We go through our stuff. We're gonna go through our stuff. That's life. You know, you know, people complain about the things that happen in everyday life. But this is life. This is life. Okay? If you ain't going through nothing, that's not that's not life. When you stop going through stuff, get worried. Get worried because you probably gonna get out of here. You hear me? It even tells us in the Circle 7, it tells us when we transition, you will then sail on calmer seas. I see the thumbs up. Love y'all. Thank you very much. I know it's early in the morning, but this is work that I had to put out. I had to explain, bring some clarity to this serpent energy versus the dragon energy. They're somewhat both the same, right? One is you woke up. Uh, your kundalini and your cosmic memory is activated, right? The dragon energy is more or less like you see clearly and you see things that other people don't see, and you can resonate and hear things that other people can't hear. I love y'all for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please send it out, y'all. Please send it out, man. Our babies got to know this, man. Our babies are in the twilight zone, y'all. And we have to take accountability for this because we're not leading them right, man. I know some OGs, some elders, they just as bad as they worse than the kids, man. With this greed thing, Everybody want the Lucci and the Vedascucci and the Metamucci and all this. I know 40 and 50-year-olds are still selling dope. You ain't woke up yet. You ain't woke up yet. That you're actually assisting in the doom diverses of our own people. Do the knowledge, y'all. Doom diverses, 1452, when Pope Nicholas IV said, "Go get them Saracens, subdue them, vanquish them, do all kind of funky stuff to them, kill them, and all that." So best believe, man, that these drugs and these guns and these gangs, and bro, like, sisters, I'm not getting on y'all. We strive to get better. I have a past. I have a past. I'm an ex gang member. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I'm telling the truth. I was once out there. But one day it clicked. And I said, what am I doing? I'm walking around with a turban on, but I'm enslaving my own people with narcotics because I want a Lucci bag, because I want to bend. Man, no. It's time for that to stop. But we're not going to get better, man. It's going to be the same old colonized America since the 1500s. It's going to be the same old. If we don't stop with this greed trash, we have got to stop it. Dr. Pruitt, Kia, respect goddess, respect sister, respect queen. I'm working on it. She said, you got to sit up. And I get it. I get it, queen. I get it. I heard you. So I'm working on it. I mean, I don't slouch, but I get a little comfortable because, I'm rapping to the people, right? So let's get into it, y'all. Like I said, y'all you guys know that I read from my PDFs. just to make sure that I catch everything. Because I got so much in my cosmic memory. My ancestors left so much because we went through so much. We are the remnant of the world. One thing, they took our identity from us. That's how you enslave a people. But guess what? Now I know. Now we know. Because guess what? I'm here to tell y'all. And it ain't easy. They on my case. My computer is acting crazy. Alhamdulillah, I just bought a new phone through credit because my business is this. I feel like I was ordained to do this work. So I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it until I go in the ground. My children deserve it. Our children deserve it. Our elders deserve it. The people that are asleep, they deserve it. So I'm going to do it. Okay? So if you guys want to support the channel, that'd be beautiful. You know, that's Cash App, a $ PTM, which is Parris the Moor, 720. Do the knowledge on 720. And then you'll understand why I was put in this position to do this work. My numbers add up and everything. And who I am in my heart chakra. It's in my heart chakra, man. Okay? So let me move on. So look, serpent versus dragon, clear definitions and primary source bases. All right? First, some key points from actual mythological and linguistic sources. To me, when they say mythological, in other words, they're saying the truth. They just tell us mythological because they want you to think it's not true. Okay? Usually, like I told y'all, whatever they say is usually the opposite. Whatever they try to make dirty is not dirty. Just like serpents and dragons. They tried to make us think that was dirty. It's not dirty, man. It's not dirty. Now, we know we have this other aspect of serpent, dragon, whatever. We talking American, our story. This is how we viewed, us Asiatics. This is how we viewed the serpent energy and the the the, the Dracon, the Dracon, the Drakes, the Dracos, right? Us that can see clearly our pioneer is, boy, we can see it and we can hear it. That means no more colonization. And that is the biggest secret. Paramount tie-ins. Oh, and we taking our Paramount back. Get ready, y'all. I got movie equipment on deck and directors. Family. And they like, bro, just let us know when y'all ready. So y'all go email me if y'all want to get in on this project with me. But it's time for us to put our Paramount out. The truth, not the fake one. Not the fake one, like Rebel Moon. Fake. Like Three Body Problem. Fake. Avatar. Everybody got dreadlocks in the movie. They talking about indigenous lands. All these movies about us. They're about us, but they flip it dirty. So we need to make it right side up and put the truth about who we really are. Let's do it, y'all. Email me at parristhemore@gmail.com and let's get it going, y'all. I'm doing it regardless, but it would be nice to have my people involved with me. All right? Okay. Number one, serpent, the snake symbol, definition and origins. A serpent is literally a snake, a real animal, and a symbolic creature in many traditions. In myth, serpents often represent transformation and rebirth. See how they say in myth? But it really means that. See? See how they flipped it? Transformation and rebirth, right? Shedding skin, transforming. It's almost like a caterpillar in the cocoon turns into a beautiful butterfly. Same thing, man. Same thing. Okay? All right. Underworld or I ain't got my glasses on. Or Krafnakic power, which is spelled CHTHONIC powers. Underworld. And when I say underworld, I don't mean no lower self. None of that. All right. The transformation, right, of being colonized to being decolonized. Okay. All right. So water and fertility, wisdom and knowledge, life, death cycles, right? Universal archetype appears independently in multiple cultures. You can get that from the Wikipedia. Primary sources and examples in mythology, in American mythology, right? What they said, right? Serpents appear as real snakes or symbolic giant snakes. The Asclepius, to the knowledge, y'all. You see my thumbnail. That's supposed to be the third zodiac of uh, cosmic memory, right? The one they want to keep back from us. They try to make us think the 13th is the bad number. Like I told y'all, man, anything academia say is bad, it's good. Anything they say is good is bad. You got to be able to read this with a dragonfly perspective. Shouts to KD, 432 drop, right? Okay. It says, God of medicine carries a staff wrapped in serpents, symbol of healing and rebirth, right? The Hebrew Bible, Hebrew Nikesh, or Nachash, right? Clearly refers to snakes, serpents, in narrative context like Eden. Now, the serpent was more crafty. Genesis 3:7. I'm sorry, 3:1. This is direct myth text related to the serpent image, right? Indigenous Americas, many Eastern woodlands traditions tell of giant horned serpents, powerful water beings, not typically fire breathing. That's in the Torah. Okay. The Andes, immortal. The immortal is described as a serpent or dragon-like being dwelling underground or in lakes, symbolizing knowledge, renewal, and connection between realms. That's also on Wikipedia. Let me get some more, y'all. So we talking primaries, we're talking sources too, right? Core serpent symbolism, life, death, earth, water, rebirth and transformation, healing and learning, cosmic balance. Understand? Number two, dragon, a mythical composite being, definition and origins. The word dragon comes from the American dracon, meaning serpent or large snake, and later Latin Draco. So, Latin is one of our ancient tongues, right? Shout out to Isaiah Ducateus. Isaiah, he was the one that, honors to him, he was the one that made me uh, start learning Latin, right? I love that brother, man. I don't care about none of that trash, whatever. See, we got to realize that um, there's a lot of magic going on, spells, rituals, and if one doesn't stay guarded, us that see clearly, they're going to attack us. And they would love to see us beef. They don't want to see us mesh. They're going to cause division like they always been doing, guys. We're not letting that happen no more. No more division. Those of us that see clearly, those of us pioneers are resonating. We are a threat to their system. So they're going to try their best to cause division. I am not going for it. You can. I'm not going for it. I'm the real remnant. And I count on my people to support the channel. Because if they got it their way, they'll starve me out. Because they know I goes hard. Pause. They know I goes hard. I look at it, I look at a dragon as being someone that's uh, firm, fixed, and immovable, right? That's solid, that's strong, and that'll spit that fire at the hijack, just like a dragon. That's how I look at it, right? Let me move forward, though, y'all. And I love y'all, family. That's why I do what I do. Solid. We going back to the peaceful lands. We're not going to let them do what they did in Europe, right? They demolished their resources so bad that there weren't any more resources anymore, right? That's just that you gotta have balance, man. You don't tear the earth up. You don't tear Big Mama up like that. Oh, you gotta get back balance. We're not going to just take, get fat, take, and never put back. No, we're not doing that. No. If it's under my watchful eye, and I ain't nobody, but I got a voice. I got a voice. Vision, action, power, the waters above, higher self, our 5 principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Happy Holy Moor's Day. Yesterday, honors to the Prophet Noble Drali, man. He was the one that shook us up and said, nah. It don't go like that. It go like this. So that's what we doing. I'm sorry, y'all. I get a little. You can tell when it's in your blood. You can tell. When I did my genealogy, I found out that my people did the same thing. But I could trace my people back a good amount of time back. But I'm gonna say around the 1600s. Around the 1600s, they was banging on the hijack back then. So that's why I know I'm in my proper person. Rest easy, pops. Rest easy. I don't like putting names out there because people get crazy. So y'all know. Just look up a Paramount Kayak and you'll see that's my people's right there, man. Meta comment. I mean, it is what it is. And we gonna bang out. And yeah, I'm a Moor too. See, when they say mixed multitudes, they don't mean mixed in black and white. That shit don't matter. Wake up, family. Pause. I apologize. It's just that they put this race thing on us. That is an illusion, right? Meaning mixed, meaning different nations. So I got Berber, right? I got American Indian, Samur, Asia. But see, this is a divine and national movement. In other words, we are connected to spirit all over the world because we were the divine do-writers. And don't get it twisted. Just because we are divine do-writers, we are also warriors as well. Do you know? I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on. But do you know somebody had the nerve to threaten me on social media? That let me know right there. Gangsters move in silence. If you really wanted some smoke, you wouldn't have never said what you said, man. All you gotta do is pull up. It's never that same energy when somebody's standing in my face. Because, yes, we are peaceful warriors. But it's like the prophet said. He said, somebody act like they want to go to war, you give them holy breath. You walk away. But if you see in your peripheral that the person is coming to behind you, like they get ready to hurt you, then the prophet said, turn around, give them holy breath again. And then if they don't adhere to the holy breath and they want a war, then the prophet said to rain down on their ass like thunder. I'm peaceful, but you're not going to hurt me. I'm peaceful, but I'm not going to let my people starve. So, really got to think about it. Back when we were getting invaded, some allied with the Europeans because the odds were against them. It was like either I keep on watching my elders die from this damn disease shit that they brought over here when they came over here. Y'all just don't know, man. It's in my blood, and I feel it, man. I feel it. You don't know how much I might drop a tear here and there just thinking about what we went through. They put our heads on stakes and just left them on the stake for for weeks. Just left it there. You guys have no idea what we've been through. So, my bad, y'all. Let me move forward. Let me start from the top. So, dragon, a mythical composite being. Definition and origin. The word dragon comes from the American Draco, meaning serpent or large snake, and later Latin Draco or Dracon. Dracon. Draco. Shouts to KD, man. Shouts to KD, man. Dragons on the wall, man. We right here, bro. Yeah. So look, but by classical and medieval periods, a dragon becomes more complex, mythical, composite creature, not just a snake. Dragons often have multiple animal parts, supernatural abilities, fire breathing, flight. Ooh, I just said that. Association with power and cosmic forces. Okay. Large narrative roles, guardian, monster to conquer, emblem of the unknown. Primary source, SCHO in China. Okay, more primary sources and examples, right? They say in the Greek and Roman myths, right? Everything ain't Greek, man. Everything ain't Greek, man. The Moors did it way before the Greeks did. But you know how they give it to us. We know better, okay? Those of us that know better, it's just that that's how they write. But we know better. We see clearly. Dragons on the wall, serpent energy, we see and know better. We know different, all right? So, Greek and Roman myths. Dracon labels, large serpentine monsters like the Hydra or the Colchian dragon. That's Colchian dragon. Essentially snake like, but narrative objects of heroic challenge. Jason Hercules. This is also on Wikipedia. Biblical Revelation. Revelation 12:9 calls Satan that ancient serpent and a dragon, making both symbols as metaphors for chaos and evil, right? Medieval Europe, dragons often merge reptile and mythical traits, wings, fire, treasure, hordes, emerging art, and legend rather than real animal basis. This is also in the SOHD in China. Amen. Chinese tradition. Dragons, long, are not evil. They're benevolent cosmic beings controlling weather, prosperity, and wisdom. We run it back. Chinese tradition. Dragons or long, Long, are not evil. They're benevolent cosmic beings controlling weather, prosperity, and wisdom. They bear composite features, serpent body plus limbs, antlers, right? And are culturally distinct from simple snakes. Mythology worldwide, primary source. Core dragon symbolism, cosmic power. Hear that? Cosmology, cosmic power. Elemental, mastery, fire, water, sky. It's almost like what's that cartoon my boys watch? One with the Avatar, where he's the master of all elements. Earth, fire, wind, and water. He's a master of all four elements. This is your dragon, your Draco, your dragon. Facts. Right? Guardian or adversary. Embodiment of forces beyond the ordinary. Serpent versus dragon. The key differences. Feature. Right? I'm going to go slow so you can catch it. Literal root is the feature. Serpent, real animal or symbolic snake. Dragon, mythical composite creature. Feature, origins, direct animal, symbolic meaning. It's a serpent. Dragon, etymologically from serpent, evolved myth. Feature, common functions. Serpent, rebirth, healing, earth, water realms. Dragon, power, chaos and order, cosmic phenomena. Primary roles in your feature. Serpent, keeper of hidden knowledge, transformation. Dragon, guardian, challenge to hero, divine force. See, that's really the difference. The difference is the serpent is the keeper of hidden knowledge, right? And the dragon is the guardian of that. Same thing, man. Stop being so hard on each other with this serpent, dragon, serpent. This has been a fight that has been going on since the beginning of time. Well, they tell us this. Because all you gotta do is teach two generations some trash, and at some point in time, everybody's gonna be talking about it. It don't take much. But if you ever wonder, when you're in China, Asia, I don't like to say China's but like Asia, right? We can say China, okay? Why they got dragons all over the place? See, that's that pioneer. I said they got dragons all over the place. That's because dragons don't mean what they taught us here in America. See, a lot of us, man, we, we haven't. In order to activate your cosmic memory, the first thing you gotta do is your genealogy. Stuff a lot. Secondly, you had to activate your seven chakras. Thirdly, it would be nice to proclaim your nationality. Tie yourself to a nation that's substantial, that's American based, right? And fourthly, you have got to embody yourself with our five principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You can't be stiff necked. When somebody's trying to bring you some information, don't knock it down until you do the research. Dane Calloway. When Dane first started saying what he was saying, man, people was knocking it down. It wasn't even doing I was with him. I was with Dane the whole time. I was with him. I was getting what he was saying. Because my people's been owning land, and I don't know nobody in Africa, and that's no smoke to throw at Africa. Just saying, I don't have relatives in Africa that I know of today. Everybody I know is from America, all the way back to the 1500s. Now, we've always been cool, super cool with Africa because we was trading with Africa, us of the same spiritual Moorish mindset, cosmology. We was always tight. We was always tight. We was always tight. Until greed came in. When greed came in and we fell out of our noble nature, that was it. So now we are restoring. We are reclaiming our cosmology. And I mean it, guys. Feature: cultural variance. Serpent appears in actual worldview across many cultures. Draco, dragon. Usually mythic, composite, culturally shaped, right? And go some more. Symbolic relationship, not opposites. Symbolic relationship, not opposites. Serpents and dragons are not binary opposites. They're linked archetypes. They're linked archetypes. Many older dragon myths are literally giant serpents in origin. At their primary source. Encyclopedia.com. Encyclopedia.com. Okay? Primary source. Do the knowledge, guys. All right. In some cultures, like Mesopotamia and China, the line between serpent, dragon is intentionally fluid or even overlapped. This is in Wikipedia. All right. Primary cultural examples with sources. Biblical Genesis 3:1. Serpent tempts Eve. Revelation 12:9. Serpent equals dragon, figure of chaos. Greek classics. I don't know why they always using Greek. You don't care nothing about. My bad, y'all. I digress. Hydra, Colchian dragon, serpent-like creatures labeled dragons. Dracon equals giant snake. Andean Amaru. Amaru is described in Inca myth as a powerful serpent or serpent-like cosmic being connecting realms. See? See? I love it, man. I love it, man. We putting the pieces of the puzzle together. See, some people like to judge. I don't understand that because we're putting the pieces of the, we're putting the, ain't no books out there. So we got to put these pieces together ourselves by way of our cosmic memory, right? And our blood, our DNA. Is how we doing this. And now I overstand. I overstand. Some of us were chosen to have the dragonfly perspective so that we can share to the masses respectfully, humbly, peacefully, right? But I do demand my respect because I'm getting to the point now where I hate to say this, but this type of knowledge, this type of information, man, bro, come on, man. We don't, nobody wants to help. So now I'm going to start having classes, consultations where I can help people with their genealogy. I can help people with a whole bunch of things. Obtaining your higher self. Man, I can help. So I'm getting ready to start doing, well, I'm doing it now. One-on-one consultations and also group Zoom meetings where I'm giving lectures on who we are, where we've been, and where we are going. We're entering the new golden age. It's all over us. If you don't see it, you need to open your eyes. You need to activate your pineal because I see it. I feel it. I feel the frequency, the energy, the vibration, the quantum physics. I feel it, right? Because I know it's going to be somebody that's going to want to rebut like a butt, pause, and just want to say something. You always got to say something hateful. You can bring positive information and somebody's still going to say something hateful. Whatever, that's just you. If that's all you got in you is to say something hateful, I don't understand trolls neither. Like, why would you waste your time watching a video from somebody that you don't believe what they're saying, but you watched the whole video and then you made some ignorant lower self comment at the end? Don't make me have to rip you to shreds. Oh, and I'm ripping the shreds too. I will do that. But I got to do that. We got to go in the ring for that. We really, because I'm too substantial, man. This four decades of digging and actually living the life. You do not want to challenge me. But if you do, we got to put something on the table. We got to feed the babies, man. You know, we can even do a nonprofit. We can do a feed the homeless afterwards. Or we can do push-ups. We can do 1,000. You lose, you owe me 1,000 push-ups, and I want them right there. I ain't talking about 100 here, 100 there. I need my whole 1,000 right there. And if I lose, I'll do my 1,000. Please don't do that to yourself. Messing with me, you're going to get real big. We got to laugh sometimes, man. We know we're in hard times, man. There's a lot going on, but we're going to laugh, man. We're going to laugh, man. We're going to let these hijacks know that, nah, man, we coming, we getting it right. We getting our minds right, and we laughing at y'all all the way to the bank. We laughing at y'all because y'all know what's up. Y'all been ran off. Y'all been ran off. So we already know that y'all ran, hiding in bunkers, all types of stuff. Y'all been doing that for the past couple of years. Yeah. It's time for y'all to go. It's time for y'all to go. Y'all caused a bunch of confusion, man, while y'all was here, man. It's time to go. Y'all rewrote our paperwork, and we are unraveling it, right? Because of bloodline, memory. It's in our blood. All right? Okay. Let me go back to Chinese again. So Chinese myth, dragon. Okay, yeah, dragon, longer. How they say that in Chinese, dragon in Chinese, longer, right? Often horned serpent, bodied with extended attributes, legs, wings, altar-like features. Trying to see the primary source. Mythology Worldwide is the primary source. Mythology Worldwide. I don't have my glasses on, y'all. My bad. my reading specs. I don't mind them shit. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, what it is. Much as I read, yeah. But look, okay, so how to use this in content or teaching, right? Frame it like this: serpent equals grounded, earth linked, symbol, transformation, hidden power, life, death cycles, dragon, cosmic, composite, mythic, symbol, greater elemental control, and narrative roles. Man, you can reliably say serpents and dragons share mythic roots, but dragons are an extended symbolic form shaped by culture, legend, and imagination, whereas serpents originate in direct human experience with real snakes and fundamental myths. This is defensible and backed in linguistic and mythological scholarship. SOHO in China. So yeah, this is the difference between the Serpent, and the Draco. Okay? I could have went deeper. I might do a part two. I just wanted to be a little subtle to 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 usher it in. Okay. As a matter of fact, I am going to do a part two. Part two, I'm gonna get a little deeper. Okay. Also, please thumb up the video, guys. Share the video. Our people's got to know this. Okay. Subscribe to the channel. Okay. And if you can, if possible, support the channel. Cash App, $ PTM 720. Right? And we going in. This is video 2 of truth. It's going to unravel some feathers, but enough is enough. I want to give a shout to UB News or UB TV News. UB News. Man, the music that brother put together, the instrumentals in the beginning of his videos, his last video was so deep. The music was so. I'm a musician, right? Y'all gonna start hearing some more music of mine as well, right? Yeah, I'm a musician. I rap and all that, but I might not. I might. We'll see. I like the production and engineering side, right? Because I play the keyboard, drums, the trumpet, piano. Like I really play instruments, not mouse and everything. Because nowadays, all you gotta do is use a mouse, and you can record a whole album. See, technology, it takes away our ability to be creative. That's why I don't really indulge in AI. Now, I stay abreast because of technology, but I don't really indulge in it too much, right? And I also have a code of ethics on how to use AI. It's in the Library of Congress. I'm going to share it with you guys, inshallah, on the next video. So, yeah. Um, oh, and stay tuned. I'm getting ready to do a segment on a breakdown of these Paramount movies where they're talking about the Moors being colonized in America. Oh, you see, I'm growing dreads now. Yeah, I'm about to grow. I had dreads for 14 years. I cut them. I used to be an overhead lineman for Baltimore Gas Electric, for BGE, and I was afraid I wasn't going to get the job. I just had a newborn son, so I cut my dreads at the 14 years. So I'm letting them grow back now. So yeah, I'm letting them grow back now. They're coming back, man. Yeah, dreads coming back, inshallah. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I love y'all. Y'all stay strong until the next one. This is Parris the Moor. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Happy Holy Moors Day. Peace.